Riche or Strasbourg. This was a kind of a controversial week with some major reports coming before Parliament, and unusually they've been rejected by Parliament. We had a number of reports based on the transport issue during the week, and they were rejected. This was very important to Ireland, especially in relation to the Road Haulage Association and the posting of workers and the exclusion of international drivers from that. So it goes back to the drawing board, but we'll be working very closely with the Road Haulage Association to try and ensure that they don't bring in a one-size-fits-all and damage our export potential. The copyright proposals were also rejected by Parliament. Again, we in Fine Gael, my colleagues, voted in favour because, coming from Ireland, we understand the importance of artists, creative work, and they're being remunerated. But unfortunately, many people felt that the proposals went too far in limiting the freedom of the internet. And while that was not the intention, I think that there wasn't enough done to explain to people what actually was involved and to include exclusions in the report. So it mightn't be a bad thing to have an opportunity to look at it again and to get clarity, because we do want to ensure that artists are properly remunerated, but also that there won't be a total shutdown of small operators, etc. And that is what we actually want to achieve, but now we want to get that into the legislation. The new budget was discussed, always about the budget. I was emphasising the importance especially of ensuring that CAP, the Erasmus, and of course investment in SMEs would be properly catered for in the next budget, and that's something we'll be working on. This evening I will be talking about women's rights in Pakistan. We have had a lot of debates recently about equality. You wouldn't expect it to be such an issue in this day and age, but it is, because many places around the world, and indeed within Europe, there isn't equality for men and women. So we're going to keep fighting on that to ensure that it's recognised internationally and actually becomes a fact all over the world. A long way to go. We also had the Polish Prime Minister here. Leo Varadkar was the first to come in January. The Polish Prime Minister was the 7th. Somewhat controversial, but he came, and it is good that there will be dialogue. People are concerned, especially in relation to the independence of the judiciary, and that was brought home very clearly to him. But again, it was good that he came and debated the issues with us. One other issue which I think is worth mentioning, it might affect a very small number of people, is called FATCA. It's where what we have accidental Americans, people who were born maybe in America and never lived there or worked there or studied there, who now have to pay tax there. And this, of course, is totally unfair. And I said last night in the debate that if the shoe was on the other foot and it was Europeans imposing taxes on accidental Europeans who happen to be in America, Trump would be up all night tweeting about it and saying how unfair it is. So it's an issue now we have brought to the forefront of Parliament, and we're going to work to ensure that fair play for people is given. Finally, it was controversial as well over the last number of weeks in relation to the Championship. We aren't in the World Cup, which everybody is talking about, but we had plenty of talk about the Championship. The new bridge situation, thankfully, was sorted. Now they're talking about other venues and neutral venues and Dublin as a home venue. I think what needs to happen here is take it easy now, step back a small bit, let the GA look at it and come up with proposals which everybody can have an input into for next year's Congress, so there'll be clarity going forward from there, because we all love the GA and we want to see everybody enjoying it. So we are now entering into the summer. In a couple of weeks we'll be going on holidays. We won't be back here in Strasbourg until September, so have a good holiday, enjoy your matches, enjoy wherever you go to, and above all, be safe. Good morning, Markif.